Boom! Get ready for that massive arm pump. This is episode number 4 of Sweat and Base. Welcome back to Sweat and Base. I'm Coach Ryan, a NASM certified personal trainer. I'm gonna be bringing you through this workout today. We're gonna get a really good sweat on and have some fun while doing it. Before we begin, make sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button, really helps me out. Keep these going and you won't miss an episode then. We're gonna get started in our 4-minute warm up. We're gonna be going 15 jumping jacks. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. There we go. Awesome. Next, we're actually gonna need a dumbbell, a very small weight dumbbell. We're gonna be doing these seated shoulder external rotations. Today is going to be an arm day, so we're gonna make sure we get those shoulders nice and warm up. For this, we're gonna start out, you're gonna sit in an upright position. I'm then gonna put my working arm, in this case my left arm, my left leg is going to go up into this basically flat-footed area, so my knee is pointing to the sky. From there, I'm gonna put this arm back for support, and I'm going to slowly lower this weight down to the ground, and then raise it straight back up. This is a fantastic warm-up exercise if you have some cranky shoulders. So Jason actually commented in episode 2, wondering why he was having some shoulder issues. And this is that movement that I suggested to him to try, because this movement here is we're warming up that external rotation and internal rotation of the shoulder. So this feels really good. The biggest thing on this guy, you gotta make sure you're going really nice and slow and nice and light. These are 10 pounds, which might actually be pretty heavy, maybe a little too heavy for you. So again, make sure you're going fairly light. Another viewpoint right here, how this works. Again, you can kind of see a movement on an axis, almost making like a half circle or a moon shape with that dumbbell on my arm. I'm trying to keep that elbow planted into the knee. You're just moving up and down, nice and slow. There we go. Awesome, we got 10 of these guys here. We'll call that 7, 8, 9, and finally, there we go, 10. Perfect. And then finally, our last one is going to be a crab walk for this warm up. This is a little weird, but bear with me. We're gonna start in the seated position, hands behind you, paw or fingers are facing towards your butt. From there, I'm gonna raise my butt slightly off the ground. I'm gonna walk forward, opposite hand, opposite foot, plant forward, and then we'll go back. So back and back. There we go. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. As you saw probably in that first one, I kind of messed it up. So if you kind of feel weird on this one, no worries. Another one, if this is really tough for you, start at the same position. You're just gonna go butt up to the sky, butt back down. Butt up to the sky, butt back down. That'll be our variant there. There we go. We got about another minute left in this warm-up. Let's do a few more jumping jacks. 15 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Perfect. Awesome. Let's get a few more, about 3 on each side for these external shoulder rotations. I love these guys. Again, these are a fantastic warm-up for your shoulders if you feel you have an impingement in your shoulder. So kind of that pinch feeling in the deep socket of your shoulder. If you're feeling that in any of these shoulder movements today or ever, this is that movement that you can do to really help get those shoulders warmed up and ready to go for your workouts. These are working that rotator cuff. It's called rotator cuff impingement. Is usually the issue, not always, but that's a really great way of warming up. All right, let's get into this workout here. Today is going to be our last day for this phase that we are doing these EMOMs. So if you've been doing these past couple workouts, we've been doing these every minute on the minute. So what that means is I have a minute to complete the exercise and the reps I have. So for example, for my first one, the Z press, I have 10 on that Z press, or 10 presses on that Z press, and then I will go and have a remainder of that time as my rest time. So if I do it in 15 seconds, I have 45 seconds for rest. We're gonna go through each station. We have 3 stations today. We're gonna go through each station twice before we rotate to that next station. So we'll go Z press, band side delt raise, the airplane pulses, back to the Z press, etc. And then we'll go, once we do that twice, we'll move on to that next station. Sound good? Cool. So to begin with here, we are going to be doing that Z press. What that is going to look like is we're going to sit on the ground. Our legs are going to go out in a V. Why it's called Z press, I honestly don't know, but that's what it's called. So those legs are going to go out into a V shape, sit up nice and tall, and then we're just going up into a normal shoulder press. We will have 10 of those guys. Forgot to mention, this first station is our shoulder station. Then from there, we go into a banded side delt raise. We will need dumbbells and a band for this workout. For your band, if you don't have an attachment point like I do here, find something that's sturdy. Could be a bed frame, could be maybe the bottom of a couch. You could use a bench, something that's gonna hold that band sturdy so when we pull on it, you're not moving that object it's attached to. I will have a future video showing how to make this guy. For that band side delt raise, you're gonna stand nice and tall and have that band to your side, directly to the side. I'm gonna raise out to the side and down, to the side and down. See nice, clean, smooth movements here. Pretty straight arm. Then finally, for station 1, we'll have delt airplane pulses. For those guys, you're gonna put both arms straight out to the side, and I'm gonna go up and down about 6 inches at a fairly fast pace. We're going 40 on these, so you're gonna be moving kind of just like that. Perfect. From there, we got our station 2. We're gonna be doing tricep dips. You will also need either a bench or a couch, maybe a bed, something that's gonna be roughly, I'm standing here a little bit below that waist is kind of the area you're looking for. I'm gonna kick my feet out just a little bit in front of me. Then from there, have my hands on that bench. I'm gonna sink my butt down to the ground, come out tall, butt down to the ground, come out tall. Not letting those elbows flare too far, excuse me. I'm just gonna go down and up. We got 10 reps of those guys. From there, we'll have the banded tricep kickbacks. We're coming back to our band. Go in that same location, the bottom part. I'm gonna grab that band directly overhand. From there, I'm going to go lean over into like an RDL, and I'm going to push my elbow back, push my hand back and then forward, keeping my elbow planted into my side. You can see here, I'm just trying to squeeze that tricep, going back and forth in a little bit of a semi-circle. Then finally, we'll have our close grip push-ups. For these guys, you're gonna be in a normal push-up stance. We're gonna bring those hands in, maybe just a few more inches, keep those elbows close to the body, and press away. We will have 10 reps on those. Our final station, station 3, this is gonna be our bicep station. We're gonna grab those dumbbells. We're starting with a supinated curl with a negative. So I'm gonna have my palms facing towards the ceiling. I'm going to curl up and then slowly let it down for 3 seconds. So again, up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, just like that. Then from there, we're gonna go into that banded curls, coming back to that band. From there, I'm gonna have my palms facing up again, hands on each side of the band, and I'm going to curl up and down, nice and smooth for these guys for those 12 reps. And then finally, we got those reverse grip curls. For your reverse grip curls, you're gonna have your palms facing towards the ground. And then from there, it's gonna be a normal bicep curl, no negative on this guy this time. Again, you can see those palms are facing down to the ground. Sounds good to you? We will get started here in just a moment. I'm gonna get everything set up and I'll be right back with you in a moment to get moving. All right, let's get into this workout. Starting with station 1, exercise 1. We're gonna have that Z press. Let's go ahead and get that timer started. There we go. Let's go in that Z press. Remember, start on the ground with those legs in that V shape. Then from there, going up into that shoulder press. We got 10 reps here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and finally 10. Good. As you can see on this one, it's just tough because when we're in the seated position, we don't really have anything to rest on. So we gotta make sure we're keeping that core nice and tight that entire time. I don't want you leaning back too far. You kind of want to try to keep as upright as you can. Just think about crunching that core during those reps. Perfect, we got about 20 seconds here, and then we'll get into that side band delt raise. So for any of our band movements today, something that you can do and play with is realizing that depending on where I grab that band really determines that difficulty. So the more I stretch that band out, the more difficult it's gonna be. You might be limited on room, so what that means is sometimes you just grab a little lower and that will actually make it a little bit tougher. For these banded side delt raises though, these are actually a pretty tough movement. So I'm gonna start with just this normal position. Good, out to the side and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keeping that band close to the body. 7, 8, 9, and finally 10. Good. And that other side. Oh, excuse me, we got 12. A little more. 1 and 2. There we go. Other side of the body. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and finally 10. Oh wait, just kidding, 11, 12. You'd think I would remember after the first time, but guess quite not. And then we're gonna go into those those airplane pulses. So delts are gonna be out to the side. You want those arms fairly straight. Again, going up and down about 6 inches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, halfway, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, keep going, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Woo! Those guys are always a great burner. You're gonna feel it after those. I love those things. They just really make those arms feel it. And you start also feeling those side delts. You know, those side delt ones right here, it's kind of a smaller muscle. We got our front, side, and rear delts, and we're trying to work the side. So again, when you're going straight out to the side, you really want the arm straight out to the side, not going thumbs up or thumbs down, but straight out to the side will get you in that proper position. Okay, let's get into that Z press. Back down to the ground, legs out to the side. And we're going 10 reps here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Keeping those elbows in a little bit. You don't want to be too far wide. 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. One more. 10. Let's do 2 more. 11 and 12. Yeah. I like it. Let's go. Those are heavy. Holy cow. I set myself up for kind of success, kind of failure. But I need to be feeling it, because if I'm feeling it, then I know you are too, because you're following along with me. Let's get into those banded side delt raises. Only about 20 seconds here. I love working shoulders. You know, having healthy shoulders, it really is a very important joint. It's one of the only ball joints in the body. It has to rotate and move in a lot of different directions. So having that strength in that joint really helps prevent future injuries, especially as you start aging. All right, let's do these 12 on each side. I'll remember this time. It is 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there we go. I feel it. 11 and 12. There we go. 12 on the other side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, if this is getting easy, just go ahead and step a little bit further out away from your band in that center point, and it gets a lot harder. 8, 9, 10, 11, and finally 12. There we go. Awesome. Whew. I love bands. They're so cool because they can really be very versatile. You're able to use them in a lot of different movements. A lot of movements for a lot of different body parts. And you can just make them tougher by just moving your position according to the band. Finally got those pulses. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's do some more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo! Oh, shake them out. Shake them out. That's the best way. Get that blood flowing back in there. Oh, I love those. Try those after any sort of side delt raise movement, and you're gonna feel them. You kind of look a little silly, especially if you're ever doing it in public, but I'm like, hey, it's effective, it works, you might as well. We got a minute rest here now between our stations. Again, we're going to station 2, which is going to be our tricep station. Make sure you grab yourself some water. Remember, it's super important to drink some water, or not some, a lot of water throughout this entire workout. We want to make sure we're keeping ourselves hydrated so those muscles are willing to be used and utilized properly. All right, we are gonna need our bench here for this next station. So I'm gonna pull that out a little bit here. We're gonna start out with those tricep dips actually. Twist this a little bit for your viewing. If, again, you'll have a bench, no big deal. You can grab a nice sturdy chair, something without wheels. Like I said, a nice chair, maybe a bed, if it's low enough to the ground can work. There's a lot of different things. Just kind of play with it a little bit. Your butt might be lower to the ground. You know, you could do it from just like a teeny little box off the ground. Maybe stack some plates, something like that, that will allow you to get into this position. But again, sit nice and tall with the big chest, feet out just slightly in front of you, sinking down low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. One thing with this too, make sure that when you are doing this, you are keeping those elbows in. So you want to keep those elbows close, pinned to the body. You're not flaring them out to the side like this. You want to keep them in close to that body. So again, 1, 2, 3, etc. And we're gonna get into those banded tricep kickbacks now. Again, we're gonna find that band, keeping it in that lower position. Nice thing is we don't need to move that band throughout this workout. We can keep it nice and low the entire time. All right, going in about 5. I like to just kind of grab the whole band. You can loop your hand in there if you would like. It's kind of up to you. And let's get it. Remember, in that bent over position. 1, 2, 3. Keeping the elbow pinned near the hip. 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze it. 9 and 10. Good. And that other side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze that tricep. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember that tricep muscle? It runs kind of like this little horseshoe shape. So it runs right here. So you want to be squeezing that when you get back. Really try to think about squeezing, especially on this movement. Really get to your mind-muscle connection is what it's called. So you can really think about the muscle you're using, not just going through the movements. It's really important for any weightlifting to not just do it, but to do it with good intention the entire time. And finally here, we will have those close grip push-ups. For these close grips, again, you don't need to be necessarily super close. I like just go in this normal position, bring my hands in about one little half step, and then go from there. Actually, I need to move on this a little bit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. If you need to, remember, you can put those knees on the ground. That's totally fine. We can move from that position. When we move a little bit closer grip, we are taking less of, or using less of the chest. So because of that, we're really trying to isolate those triceps more. Hence why we get a little bit closer. If we want to hit that chest a little bit more, we might go a little bit of a wider grip. It's really cool about push-ups. Again, they're super versatile. Just gotta have to know what you're trying to hit for that specific workout. But we're gonna get that bench back Again, we're going into those tricep dips. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If that's easy for you, kick those legs out a little bit further. Makes it a lot tougher. Might find you can get a little bit of deeper range of motion. Woo-hoo! Let's go. I'm feeling it. I gotta shake those arms out. I don't know why. There's probably some science behind it, but I always just feel shaking the arms out after any of these arm movements. Just kind of makes them not hurt as badly or feel as if they're burning up like crazy. All right, we got about 15 seconds. I'm gonna grab some more water. Whew. All right, going in about 5. Go back into those banded tricep kickbacks. Again, for me, on these, is a little easy with this band. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit further down, and then from there, it should be in a good position to really start feeling that burn. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and finally 10. Good. Big thing on this one, if you are gonna grab a little closer, don't hit yourself in the face. I've definitely done that before. You go a little too fast and crazy, this band whips right back up and hits you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, good. Awesome. Remember, if you have any questions on any of these movements, make sure you put it down in the comments below. I'll be sure to get back to it either in the comments, but also I can show you in that next video, kind of like I was doing for Jason for that warm up and those external shoulder rotations. Awesome. And we're gonna get into those close grip push-ups. Last exercise, station 2. We're almost 2/3 of the way there. Let's get it. 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we got 5 more in me. Let's get it. Well, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, buddy. Woo! 2/3 of the way of this workout. I'm getting sweaty already. I hope you are too, and you're enjoying it. If you are, make sure that you have hit that subscribe button. Again, we're putting these out weekly, and they're always gonna be changing, always something new for you to try out and add to your regimen. So make sure you hit subscribe and like this video as well. We will have a minute now in between this next exercise, or this next station, excuse me. We'll be going into those biceps, getting those big arms at the end here. I love one of these movements. The first one is gonna be those negative movements. I love negative movements for your biceps. They really help train, again, that mind-muscle connection I was talking about, where I'm not just going through the movement, but I'm really thinking about how that muscle is contracting and uncontracting, I guess you could say. So the eccentric portion of the movement, as it's going down, lets me know how to squeeze that muscle in order to let that weight down nice and slow. I'm gonna grab my dumbbells here. Now let's try the big boys. We'll see how it goes. Big thing on bicep movements, always try to make sure you're doing these with good form. If this is a little too heavy, this might be for me, especially after we get through that first round. I might lighten it up. It's no big deal how much weight you're doing, as long as you're doing it with proper form and you're feeling it. Let's get it. 10 of these guys. Excuse me, it's 8 of these guys. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, up. 2, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 3, up. 4, 2, 3, up. 5, 2, 3, up. 6, 2, 3, up. 7, 2, 3, up. 8, 2, 3. Good. Awesome. Again, it makes it a lot tougher. Usually have to do a little bit of lighter movement because we're working on that eccentric portion of the movement. It's a fancy term, but basically just means the negative or the lowering of the weight. You can do, there's a concentric and eccentric portion for every movement that you do for your body when it comes to weightlifting. So working that eccentric is something a lot of times people might forget about, but it's super, super important. We're gonna get into those band curls now. I'm gonna grab a little bit of a heavier band here for these banded curls. Again, palms will be facing up towards the ceiling, and we're curling up and down. 12 of these guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one more, 12. Good. Again, great thing about these guys is you can really help squeeze that muscle at the top. Think about squeezing that band up at the tip so that we can really feel it in that bicep right here. Great. Woo! About 15 seconds before we get into those reverse grip curls. One of the big things on your reverse grips, I like to do a false grip. So what that's gonna look like, this might be a normal grip. I want to reverse that, or put it in a false grip, which means put that thumb in front of the weight. I think that's just a little bit more comfortable when it comes to lifting these. Otherwise it just kind of hurts those wrists. Again, elbows at the side, thumbs are gonna be in the front. We're going up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, and 8. Perfect. With that reverse grip as well, the reverse grip in and of itself works those forearms a lot more. It works that grip strength. When we go that false grip, so again, we put those fingers in front. Again, I'll kind of show a little bit easier this way. So again, if this is kind of a normal grip, I'm just going to put that thumb in front. So now I get rid of that thumb, but that actually makes it a lot tougher to hold on to, which means we're gonna A, help increase that grip strength, but B, we're also gonna be working those forearms looking like Popeye. It's always the goal, right? Awesome. We're gonna have about 3 seconds. We're gonna get into that last set of those negative curls. Let's go. 8 of these guys. Up. 1, 2, 3. Up. 2, 2, 3. Up. 3, 2, 3. Up. 4, 2, 3. Up. 5, 2, 3. Up. 6, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3. One more. 8, 2, 3. Let's do 2 more. 9, 2, 3. Try to swing it. 10, 2, 3. Woo. Yeah. Ah, I love it. Let's go. We got 2 more exercises and we are done. Go back into those banded curls in a moment here. Let's go 12 on these guys. But like normal, let's see if we can do a few more after those 12. Get ready, palms facing the ceiling, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally 5. Woo! There we go. We got 1 more. We got those reverse grips, and then we're out here. Woo! I love reverse grips. They really, like I said, go feel it in your forearms. They really work those forearms a lot. And it will definitely burn. You might notice you might actually need to do quite a bit of a lighter weight for these just because your grip strength is starting to give out, which honestly, that's okay. Working that grip strength is super important for any weightlifting movement, especially as we start getting the heavier back movements in the future. All right, and let's go last station, the last exercise. Let's go. 8 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who would be sweating base about a few more? Let's go. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Woohoo! Let's go. Great job, everybody. That was awesome. I hope you're feeling your arms. I know I sure am. I have got crazy pumping them, and I feel like I gotta shake them out like crazy. But awesome job today. Make sure if you enjoyed this workout, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Again, I don't want you to miss any of these workouts and putting a lot of work into these. So really mean a lot to me if you could. Once we get to 50 subscribers, which is kind of my big milestone, I'll be able to start live streaming these, which I think is gonna be super fun for everybody, so we can get a little bit more interaction as well with you. But make sure you stay tuned. We're gonna be going into a cool down, kind of stretching out those arms, getting that temperature and that heart rate lower, and then you'll be good to go for the day. Let's go. Great job. Moving into our cool down here, we're gonna start out with some shoulder floor presses. These are real nice. We get to lay on the ground as we're getting that heart rate back down. So laying flat on the ground here, you're gonna put your arms up almost like you're doing a shoulder press, right? So almost like I was just doing those shoulder presses, we're gonna keep it flat on the ground. I'm then going to reach straight up overhead and then come back down to neutral. Straight up and to neutral. Big thing on these guys, keep those knuckles, and you're gonna wanna keep those elbows on the ground. So reach up as high as we can go without letting those elbows or those knuckles leave the ground. Awesome. 3 more here. 1, 2, and finally 3. Perfect. Then we're gonna go into a kneeling cat-cow position. This is gonna kind of get us we're gonna hold this, so we're gonna kind of work those core a little bit. I know it's a cool down, but we're just kind of getting that central nervous system cool down here, kind of bringing everything back down to center. So as I'm gonna get into this, I'm gonna be in this kneeling position. Make sure you're not leaning too far back towards your butt. You kind of want to lean into those wrists a little bit. This is gonna give you a good stretch on those forearms and your biceps as well, as we just work those out. Then from there, we're going to go into those holds. So I'm gonna start out by thinking push my back up to the ceiling. So I'm pushing. This is gonna be that cat position, almost like a rearing, screaming cat that just got scared or is angry at you. Good. And then we're gonna go into the cow. We're gonna bring it back down, bring those shoulder blades back, going flat on that back. Good. Hold that and push away. And back to the cow. You can see here I'm trying to move those shoulders as well. So I'm trying to push those shoulders into the ground and then let them come back and try to pinch those shoulder blades together. 1 more on each side, push away, and then pinch those shoulder blades. Good, keeping that core tight that entire time. And then finally, we're gonna have our snow angels. Yes, literally, we're just gonna go into a nice snow angel as you would as a kid on the ground. If you have enough room, you gotta make sure you kind of get yourself some room here. It's a small room, so that's super easy, but we're gonna make it work. Starting down in that pencil shape, and we're gonna go out to a star, and then back down. Same thing on this one. We're trying to keep those knuckles flat on the ground as well as those elbows. Good. 5, going 10 here. 6, 7, 8, 9, and finally 10. Good. Just try to really get some good rotation in those shoulders after we just work them out so much, and those arms. But that is it for episode number 4 of Sweat and Base. Remember, if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And we will see you on episode number 5 of Sweat and Base.